Richard Lewis Brown. Richard, how you doing, man?
Well, listen, I want to thank you for having me, Dundee, on iHeart Radio today on the 14th of March,
Uh-huh.
2022. And yes, you were absolutely right. There's a lot going on here at Local 1000 in Sacramento, California.
Okay, well let's just dive right on into it. Let's not even delay this. So tell me, what is going on up in Sacramento with Local 1000?
So, to make this really quick, I won an election I wasn't supposed to win through the grace of God. And so, when they announced on May 24th, 2021, I won the election, they started plotting then to remove me from office. And it's somewhat complicated if you don't have all the inside information. But the bottom line is this: the voters voted. I won the election. I am the duly elected Local 1000 president, and I'm fighting the status quo here in the state of California. That's the bottom line.
So you're the Local 1000 president.
That's right.
You won the election, and first of all, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you very much.
But something in regards to that happened. So what happened? What's going on? Why? As I got a little research on you,
Right.
that the police are not allowing you inside the facility.
Right. So,
What's going on? What happened? Talk to me.
so the three vice presidents tried to suspend me on February the 27th after I had already suspended them on February 25th. And our head attorney at the union, Local 1000, took their side. And so they blocked me out of the building, taking away my email access, and then they filed a TRO on me last week. And so all of this is a result of the fact that I won an election. I'm fighting these politicians here in the state of California, and I'm cleaning up the, quote, corruption in my union, Local 1000.
Okay, so with that, so you see, when you mentioned the corruption as being an outsider looking in, I'm here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
So tell me, what is the corruption? Can you give
Well,
some
the corruption has been going on for the last 13 to 20 years. And what I mean by corruption is the cronyism, the favoritism, the fact that we don't enforce our contracts, the fact that we don't get substantial pay increases. And with my election victory, I stated a 21% pay increase for everyone across the board represented by Local 1000. That's nearly 100,000 people whose lives would be dramatically changed. And so in order to create a new culture for Local 1000, you have to first create a union. So for these last 20 years, we've been a social justice organization. And also people have not had adequate job representation, something that a union is supposed to do, which we have failed at here at Local 1000. And so you can go to our website at SAIU1000.org and see all the PowerPoints that I put up since I took office on June 30th that reveals all of the financial situations and the lack of job representation that has destroyed, quote, the morale of Local 1000.
Now you say you mentioned some bullet points that are on the website, and that's great that you have that. Now,
Yes.
What are some of those bullet points that the folks in Sacramento need to know about?
Well, those PowerPoints detail how we've spent our money in the last 20 years, as far back as we could research. And it also details the lack of job representation. It details that we don't have enough job stewards in over 2,000 work sites. We only have 20% of our work sites covered with at least one job steward, and that's horrendous. And so what I was doing is I was revealing all these things that we've done wrong, and I was detailing how we was going to correct these problems. But the status quo, the opposition, does not want that to happen. And for the fact that I turned down a $46,000 salary stipend, because I'm a statewide officer, that has ruffled feathers as well.
Now, I know down here in Los Angeles, I know that a lot of folks are scared to fight back against, such an entity because of
Yes.
fear of retaliation,
Yes.
fear of not being able to even advance in your career and in the job. Can you tell those that are in that situation, that are listening, that may want to do what you're doing and fight the good fight, and what they need to do as far as fighting back, so to speak?
I would tell anyone to have faith. And for those who don't have faith, I would say, listen, this country was built on people who were determined to win. And so anyone who wants to help Local 1000, who wants to help me fight these people, I would say send me an affidavit stating what you have experienced with Local 1000, how my election victory has challenged all of that. That's what I would tell people in LA. And I know that sometimes if you're not here in the capital city of Sacramento, you may be given information that's flawed, that's inadequate, that's deceiving. And so what I would say is this to you: don't lose hope. You can contact me at createexcellence7437.com. You can reach me by email at richardthereal7437@gmail.com. And there's plenty of ways to reach me. You can find me on the internet. Everyone knows who I am in the state of California, because I'm the only labor leader that they've ever had that's stating the facts that as long as you continue to do things the way you've done it in the past, I don't care how well you organize it, you will continue to have the same result. And that's unsatisfactory, underperforming, union, quote, social justice organization that's at the will of the politicians. And that is not what a union was created to do.
Now, is there going to be? I assume is there going to be like a runoff or what, since they're challenging your victory? What's going on with that?
So what they're trying to do is remove me from office. So they're trying to kick me out of the union. So the voters voted, instead of going by the policy file where it states, hey, if you don't like an elected official, just do a recall like they try to do for the current governor. They're going about it in another fashion. And so there's a court date on March 25th at 10 a.m. here in downtown Sacramento at 729th Street, where people can come and voice, they can't voice their opinion, but they can come and show their support for their president, whether they voted for me or not. If you respect elections and respect the will of the voters, then there's no way you can sit here and be quiet and allow this to happen. Because if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody in this country. You win an election fairly and squarely, and now they want to remove you from office. This is wrong.
Now, also, if you join us now, we have Richard Lewis Brown. He's president of the SEIU out in Sacramento, California. If you want to go ahead and be a part of it, happen to live in the Sacramento area, if you want more information on that, please feel free to get on their website and what he mentioned earlier and get more information in regards to the battle he's facing up there.
Right, and I want people to know, in order to really help me, it takes money in this great country to get anything done. And so they've blocked away all my financial resources from the union when they suspended me, even though I had already suspended them first. So people can always cash at me. So it's important that, people reach out to me. I'm on Facebook at RL Brown on Facebook. My number is all over Facebook. It's on the internet. I'm easy to reach at createexcellence7437.com. And I do respond to people when they contact me.
So you have the police bar you from the facility, and I also read too that someone called you an obscenity. I'm really amazed and shocked.
Right. So no, that's just no. As black men in this country, no, we're not amazed. That's no. So they served a TRO on me to block me from the building. When they suspended me, they changed the locks so I couldn't get in. No email access. They cut all my financial funds from the union as Local 1000 president. This is a coup. The police came to my house on May 25th, 2021 at 5 o'clock in the morning on an allegation that there was a woman in my house screaming. And we know how it is for black men when they come to your house on allegations of a fake police call. It could turn out bad for you, but luckily I was not stereotyped like other black men in this great country. So I had a very positive interaction with the Sacramento Police Department. It could have turned deadly, but it did not. This is how bad, this was the message they were sending to me, that they do not want me as the Local 1000 president.
Yeah, that's really interesting because in that area I would assume that you're known in that area, so people know you. So for them to even send the police to your house like that,
well, listen,
that's not good, man. That's wrong.
Well, I don't know if people know me in Oak Park or not, an area in Sacramento. I'm not from California originally, so maybe a lot of people don't know who I am. But the police were sent to my house on May 25th at 5 o'clock in the morning. I survived that police encounter. Praise God through Jesus Christ. Second thing, you talked about the obscenity that was referred to me about a very vulgar, racist, homophobic statement by two different leaders. And now one of those leaders sits on the board, on our board of directors here at Local 1000. And so what they were basically trying to do is they're trying to, quote, remove all of my dignity and say that my life doesn't matter. Yet some of these same people were marching around saying they supported Black Lives Matter, but they never did. And so this is why the hypocrisy of the union I belong to, when it claims it wants to be a social justice warrior instead of a financial justice warrior that will affect everyone equally, because your social justice may not be the same as my social justice. And this is another reason why they're trying to remove me from office.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? I wish you much luck on that, and,
All right.
and that whole thing there on Sacramento. I hope it works itself out for the best for you. And I want to thank you for joining us today. So in case someone out there wants to get more information in regards to this and in the Sacramento area, and they want to help you fight the good fight as far as contributing money and everything, give them that
And you know
information.
what? I'm just going to say this for iHeart Radio Dundee. Thank you for this measure of respect you've given me. If people really want to reach out to me, they can always call me at 408-207-2339. If they want to cash app me, they can text me and I can send them the scan for the cash app. What they're doing to me, if I was back in my home state of Missouri and I was just fighting for African Americans from the community, then I could accept what I'm going through. What I cannot accept is in the number one state in the nation, in my personal opinion, the state of California, when I'm fighting for all races, all ethnicities, sexual orientation, different job occupations that are represented by Local 1000, that there are people, a small group, who are determined to keep the status quo and to keep us in bondage. That I cannot accept.
Wow, that's what's up. I do understand that. Well, good luck to you on that.
All right.
And keep us posted on what's going on. And down the road, we'll bring you back and give you a recap of what's going on with you.
Thank you so much for being so nice. You have a great day, sir.
You too. Take care now.
All right. Bye-bye.
That's right. Ron Lewis Brown joined us right there.